Hello, it's Andy from Email Love, and today we are going to integrate the Email Love Figma plugin with Iterable's Snippet API, which is a new API that they recently released, and this enables us to export a section of an email as a snippet and then reference it in our Figma design and merge it into the HTML across all of our templates, our campaigns, our journeys inside of Iterable. And if you are using Iterable, you will want to be using this feature. So let's first jump into Iterable and show you how to connect to the Figma plugin. So the first thing you will want to do is come to the Integrations tab, select API keys, and then you'll want to generate a new API key for your Figma plugin. So I'm going to call this the snippet Figma plugin integration, and you'll want to select server side as the type of integration. You'll click on create API key, and then you'll copy your API key, and we will use that in a moment when we jump back into Figma. So let's jump into Figma now. Okay, so here we are in Figma. I have my template. In this case, I have a footer snippet that I'm going to export. Before we do that though, we're going to jump into the export page of the Figma plugin. We will select the Iterable Snippet option from the drop-down, and we'll click on the Change API Key button. And this is where we can paste in our API key. We will give it a name. And then we will also select the region that we use for the Iterable API. In this case, I am using the US version, and then click on Set API. Okay, so now we should be able to export this footer. It doesn't have to be just a footer. You could basically any section that you want to reuse across your templates in Iterable could be set up as a snippet. But footers and headers are good use cases and examples of how snippets are commonly used inside of Iterable. And so one thing to note, the section, the wrapper or the content block that you've created that you want to export to Iterable, that does need to be put into a Email Love frame. And so I've created a frame, I've given it a name, and then I'm going to select the Iterable Snippet API and click on Upload, and that is going to export it to Iterable. And so we will now jump back into Iterable, where we will be able to find it and then copy the snippet code. So what we can now do is come into the content section of Iterable. There is a snippet page, and we can jump in here and grab our snippet. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so here is our snippet. As you can see, it has exported just the code for that section of the email. And then we can just copy that to our clipboard. And then we will go back into Figma. And what you'll want to do is you will want to reference that snippet inside of your template inside of Iterable. And I would recommend doing this using the code component. So if you scroll to the very bottom of the list on the left-hand side, you'll see it says code, and you can paste the snippet ID in there, and then it will add your snippet directly to the bottom of the email. So this is basically just merging in raw code. So whatever is held in that snippet will get merged into the bottom of my email. I can now select the template, click on Export, in this case, I'm just going to choose the regular iterable integration, which I've already set up. I can click on the export button, and this will upload my template, and then in the preview we'll be able to see the footer that we have already exported as a snippet. Okay, so let's go back into content, and then this time we are going to jump into the template page, and we will open up our template. And as you can see here, we have the snippet referenced at the bottom. And if we actually open this up here, we can see what it's done. So it's really just adding it to the very bottom of your code. And when we preview it, you can see here, it has merged in our footer. And so that's a good example of how to use a snippet with the Email of Figma plugin. Again, you could use this for other parts of your email, headers, any common sections where you may want to update them in one place inside of Iterable could be used in this way. And so that is all I have to show you today. Hopefully that explains how to use iterable snippets with the Email of Figma plugin. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Join our Discord community, or feel free to reach out to our support team on email if you have any questions about this new feature. Thanks.